Alright, so John Boxing, he made his video again. Naya in a way is grossly overrated. And this time he compared it to the resume of Terence Crawford. We're gonna get into it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Now, this is technically a response video. I guess it's a response to his response to my response. If that made any sense, but again, the points here are not good. Gonna debunk them as he just tries to criticize Naya in a way, but completely fails. And instead, we're gonna use that criticism against Terence Crawford, pretty much.
This irritates me a lot. You know, it really does. When you have boxing fans who want to come after me for speaking the truth. Now you got some.
I mean, he's. Oh wait.
That's running around here and their feelings about what I think about a new way. Well, Crawford has a PD resume too.
I guess it's talking about me. I don't want to give myself too much credit, but I did say this in my video. I'm not trashing you because you made fun of Precious Naya in a way, you know. I came at you because your points didn't add up, and that the criticisms that you gave to Inoue can go back to the fighters that you praise. For example, Terence Crawford. I mostly went on Shakur Stevenson. Because I feel like for Shakur, that the points that his resume is terrible and his accomplishments aren't up to par. Those hit home. Those are the truth. Terence Crawford is an interesting discussion. It is an interesting discussion. So let's go on. Let's go.
Terence Crawford's resume was way better than Inoue's resume before he beat Canelo.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, let's. I should prop him up right here, but here we go, Terence. Look at Terence Crawford's resume. I can already tell you before Canelo. This is the thing. When you're looking at fighting the best, it's cool to fight the best. Alright, because fighting the best is a part of having a good resume. But you have to fight the best at the best. Fight the available best at their best. So you would look at Crawford's resume before Canelo. First of all, Canelo wasn't even at his best. First of all, Canelo's not even that good. So like, and I've already showed you that I picked Crawford to beat Canelo because I know Canelo's trash, and Crawford is pretty much a cherry pick. You know, this is a cherry pick by Crawford. After that, what you would say, Earl Spence Jr. Earl Spence, who was drained. Again, he was drained. And I already showed the evidence. The evidence being that Spence was planning to fight Keith Thurman at 154, and the negotiations were dragging out so long. Earl Spence was pretty much training for like a full year for this fight, not knowing if he was going to fight at welterweight or super welterweight, and basically had to go down to fight Crawford. In the contract, the rematch the rematch was going to happen at 154. So I mean, come on, this is the evidence that Earl Spence was drained. He only made welterweight just for this fight, you know, just for the undisputed fight. So Earl Spence was not at his best. And guess what? I didn't even mention the car accident. All right, because people love using the car accident excuse. And I would agree. Yes, Earl Spence did have 2 fights after the car accident, and he did decent or whatever. So I'm not using the car accident excuse. Earl Spence was drained. All right, and you can say excuse. You know, it's an excuse or whatever. Guess what? It's still happening. All right, like just because it's an excuse doesn't just dismiss it. You know, it is a reason, and it is the main reason why Earl Spence got knocked down from a jab. You know. There you go.
That's for a fact. You guys are not going to sit here and tell me that Inoue's resume was on the same level as Bud Crawford's resume before Bud Crawford beat Canelo.
It definitely is, man. It definitely is. Terence Crawford. Come on, man. Even before Like, look at this
welterweight
run. Look at this run.
David Avenesian knocked him out with illegal gloves.
Okay, I can
give you two guys, Sean Porter and Velasquez.
Kell Book
drained. He looked like a crackhead. Amir Khan knocked him out with the low blow.
Jose Benavidez Jr. had a bullet in his head,
in his leg.
I can go on.
I can go on and on, but
I don't want to do this all day.
I don't want to do this all day, man. A lot of these fighters that a new way has beat, none of you guys has ever talked about, and that's my point.
Man, I don't know who
you're talking about. You're talking about casual boxing fans that don't know shit about boxing. You know, I talk about in a way opponents. Louis Neary.
All right.
Merja Nakabadali. I already said Nanito Donaire. And Stephen Fulton. Come on, man.
You can
say they're nobody because you don't watch that side of boxing. Doesn't mean it's true. How are you going to sit here and say that a new way's resume is good when you never talk about the fighters that he's beaten? The only two fighters that you guys only mention are Stephen Fulton and Nanito Donaire. When Bud Crawford was coming up, Bud Crawford got busy early on in his career. It was a late replacement opponent for a guy who was basically on the come up. You know, British Prescott was the first fighter to give Amir Khan his knockout loss.
So now we're
hyping up British Prescott. Huh?
I mean, let's hear what he got to say, and I'll bring up British Prescott
later on. British Prescott was experienced, dangerous, and in the peak of his prime. Terence Crawford only had 16 or 15 fights. Inexperienced, and was a late replacement opponent. He went in there and dog walked British Prescott. You see, Terence Crawford's resume didn't be
like so. Yeah, British Prescott. He was the first man to knock out Amir Khan. Let's not mention that Amir Khan was already dropped heavily early on in his career. Who was it? Can I go back? Amir Khan was already
hurt and dropped.
All right, Amir Khan.
By where is it?
All right, here we go by
Willie
Lemond.
I think that's how you say his name. So,
Amir Khan was
already dropped and heavily hurt, but
whatever. Sure, that's a good win.
By British Prescott.
What did he do after?
Did he win a world title after?
So he was undefeated.
I think he was,
right?
So undefeated.
First of all, you can't
even say Crawford was the first man to beat him.
Give credit to
Miguel Vasquez. All right.
And you can't even give Terence Crawford credit. Bro, he said he dog walked.
When he said he dog walked,
I thought like Crawford stopped him in like
2 rounds or something.
It was a 10-round
decision.
Sure, maybe
according to the scorecards, maybe
won every single round.
Crawford probably had a pretty good performance. Fair enough. All right.
To be honest, I
didn't watch the fight, but
he said he dog walked
him. I expected him to knock him out.
Michael
Alvarado apparently
first guy to knock out
British Prescott.
And again,
by the time Crawford beat British Prescott,
Prescott
already lost 4 times.
So
you can give him credit, but
in my opinion, you
can only give credit to Miguel Vasquez for being the first guy to beat Prescott. And Mike Alvarado for being the first guy to stop Prescott. Because everything after that, like what did Prescott do? He didn't
win a world title.
He didn't contend for a title.
So you can't really.
Sure, it's a good win for Crawford, especially for that time. But it's nothing to be right home about.
Hyping up
British Prescott.
It's like
George Kambosos, like
BT
Lopez. That's a
good win. You can say
Devin Haney beat Kambosos is good for Undisputed and such.
But George Kambosos
didn't do anything else.
George Kambosos
didn't win a world title.
barely had any wins because of what he lost. He should have lost to Maxie Hughes. I forgot that other Australian. He fought like Jack Wally or something. Barely made it out of that fight. So you can't give too much credit to these guys that get like one big win in their career, then do nothing else for the rest of their career. Like, come on.
His resume began the moment that he knocked out an undefeated Yuriorkis Gamboa. Where John Markson, Yuriorkis Gamboa came up and this weight jump is to get on my damn nerves with you guys. Because you don't care when smaller fighters move up to fight the fighters that you like. You actually give these fighters that you like a ton of credit when they beat a smaller fighter. Yuriorkis Gamboa was already a lightweight before Crawford beat him.
So Yuriorkis Gamboa had one fight at lightweight, and he shouldn't have even won it. Let me go back to it. I think it was like a I want to say robbery, but it was like definitely a gift. A gift decision. Yuriorkis Gamboa. Yeah, so against Perez, he should have lost this fight. Yuriorkis Gamboa did not win this fight. It was his first and only fight at lightweight at the time. And yeah, he lost it. And it was coming off of a so this wasn't that much big of a layoff. But here, when he fought Crawford, he was coming off of a year layoff. He had one fight at lightweight where he looked bad. He should have lost this fight right here. So yeah, that's why I'm not jumping out of joy for this win for Crawford. Like, sure, good little win, but come on. Again, Gamboa should have lost here, and he's coming off of a year layoff. This is why, like, you do have to put these things in each win, because if you don't, then you could just say, oh, I beat Muhammad Ali, I beat George Foreman, even though all those guys are dead. But hey, I still beat them. Well, you have to put all these asterisks. You have to add them in, because did you really beat them at their best? At their best.
Yuriorkis Gamboa didn't move up from 126 to 135 to fight Terence Crawford. He already had made a home at 135 before he fought Terence Crawford.
How did he make it home? He had one fight, and again, one fight that he should have lost. How was that making a home? As in making a home. And making a home would have been him picking up a title, or at least beating someone comfortably. Like actually winning a fight non-controversially. So how did he make a home at 135? Again, he had one fight that he should have lost.
For Yuriorkis Gamboa, in my opinion, at that time, the undefeated Yuriorkis Gamboa at that time is a better fighter than everyone that Inoue has fought up until this point.
What was this fight? Again, like 2014. The Yuriorkis Gamboa he's talking about would have been Gamboa from like 2010, 2011. At this point, like, yeah, Gamboa wasn't that guy no more. He just wasn't. So he's saying that guy, the Gamboa he's talking about, wasn't that guy anymore when Terence Crawford fought him. So if you want to talk about that Gamboa, then you got to go back earlier, again, like 2009, 2010, all that type of stuff. He wasn't already that guy once Terence Crawford and then fought.
Try to debunk that. Yuriorkis Gamboa at that time, the undefeated Yuriorkis Gamboa at that time, is a better fighter than everyone that Inoue has fought up until this point.
Yeah, they're definitely not better than Nonito Donaire. Stephen Fulton, he's probably on the same level. Gamboa is probably better than Stephen Fulton. Not probably. He is. I'll say he is. But at that time, Gamboa was already washed.
Yuriorkis Gamboa at that time beats everyone that Inoue has beaten.
It's different weight classes.
Yuriorkis Gamboa, when he was coming up, when he was fighting at 126 pounds, Nonito Donaire in his prime didn't want no parts of Yuriorkis Gamboa.
I mean,
I mean,
Nonito
Donaire in his
prime
prime was
what
what
bantamweight,
bantamweight, super
bantamweight,
bantamweight,
honest
honest
just
just
bantamweight.
bantamweight. So
That's just a straight up
that's just a straight up.
average.
Nonito Donaire in his prime was
Bantamweight.
bantamweight.
By the time
By the
Nonito
time Nonito
went to
Donaire went
featherweight,
to featherweight, when
you know,
he
eventually lost
eventually
to
lost to
Nicholas Walters,
Nicholas Walters,
but Nonito
but
Donaire,
Nonito Donaire
like that wasn't
like
prime
that
Nonito
wasn't
Donaire.
prime Nonito Donaire
Like
anymore.
that was
Like that
just
was
Nonito
just
Donaire
Nonito
trying to
Donaire trying to pick up another trinket at another weight class. Trying to become great. You know, that's a phrase that's overused, but legitimately he was trying to you know do what pound for pound fighters are supposed to do, fight bigger guys and such. So, what? When was Yuriorkis Gamboa a bantamweight? Was Yuriorkis Gamboa a bantamweight at one point? Um, this is him, right?
Um,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Can you answer me? When was Yuriorkis Gamboa a bantamweight? I wonder on that. He actually avoided Yuriorkis Gamboa. Juan Manuel Lopez avoided Yuriorkis Gamboa. And who on a New Age resume that you can point to and say, this guy is better than the undefeated Victor Postal? The Victor Postal that was coming off a knockout win over the machine Lucas Mediste. Lucas Mediste has never been stopped before. Victor Postal was the first fighter. So Crawford never beat Victor Postal convincingly. When was that fight again?
So Crawford
against Victor Postal just ran around the ring and
knocked
Postal down illegally with come on, where the fuck is it?
There we go. So
So down twice in round 5. Um,
and
lost the one point from hitting behind the head. Even though Terence Crawford, he knocked Postal down with it, hit behind the head at first, and then the second one he pulled him down. Again, both illegal knockdowns, shouldn't have been knockdowns. That's one of Crawford's game. Just part of Crawford's game is to cuff you behind the head and pull you down to try and get like a knockdown. Even though it's not a knockdown, it's illegal again. But these refs, they let it go off. They don't pay no attention to it and such. So why
would you credit that
as a win? That's not a win. That's just straight up corruption. I don't give corruptions. Corruptions is what makes the sport of boxing terrible. And to be honest, to me that's just corruption. To stop Lucas Batiste. Who and like Postal has gotten beaten better by like Josh Taylor at this point. Crawford just ran around the ring and knocked Postal down illegally again. It's better than that version of a Victor Postal. That version of Victor Postal is good. Crawford just he didn't beat him. But Crawford don't have a resume. The hell he don't. What do you mean he doesn't have a resume? Yuriorkis Gamboa and Victor Postal are already two fighters that are better than everyone that Niue has fought up until this point. Just those two fighters alone are better fighters than every fighter that Niue has fought up until this point. Definitely not, man. Especially with the context that you put it in, it's straight up not. It's just straight up not. You can't point to any single fighter on a New Age resume and say that this guy can beat Yuriorkis Gamboa and Victor Postal. Two different weight classes. First of all, like, come on, like, if you want to say pound for pound, could they beat him? Like, you gotta mention that. Like, these are two different weight classes. Not even like, come on. Now, I'm not talking about today's version of Victor Postal and Yuriorkis Gamboa. I'm talking about when they were undefeated before Bud Crawford fought them. So these two fighters alone are already better fighters than everyone in Niue, than every fighter that's on the Niue's resume. And I'm not even to the Sean Porters yet. I'm not even there yet. I'm still at 135 and 140.
I mean, 130.
I mean,
130.
You should have just went to 147 because 135 to 140, it's just terrible. Again, terrible. With the guys you mentioned, Yuki Gamboa and Ricky Posto, those two names already have asterisks to them. Already debunked them. Like they're not really, they're good wins, but they're not these great wins that you're making them out to be. You're just hyping them up just because it's Crawford, pretty much. Some of you guys, y'all keep picking at Julius and Dongo. I've heard an anti-black boxing fan, just keep picking at Julius and Dongo. Julius and Dongo is not Bud Crawford's resume. Julius and Dongo was a fighter that Bud Crawford had to go through to become undisputed. But Julius and Dongo is not Bud Crawford's resume. Isn't it crazy how a particular anti-black boxing fan loves to pick at Julius and Dongo? Well, Julius and Dongo wasn't a fighter that was that good when Crawford beat him. Well, who the hell was Paul Butler? At least Julius and Dongo.
To be fair,
I never mentioned Paul Butler because Paul Butler was just there to run around the ring.
I never mentioned
Paul Butler. To be fair,
Julius Ndongo,
Paul Butler. I mean, I never mentioned it. Beat someone who you guys thought Bud Crawford was avoiding. Y'all remember that? He beat someone, Tronowski, that you guys thought Terence Crawford was avoiding. And then he went over there and beat Ricky Burns for the belt. But who was Paul Butler? Oh, he's a
Paul Butler.
Yeah, Paul Butler.
Especially in that
fight, was above.
Julius
Ndongo again. Like, what did he do after? And I would say the same thing for Paul Butler. Paul Butler didn't do anything after as well. After winning the title and losing to, in a way, he didn't do nothing after. Ndongo, what did he do after? Besides losing to everyone that he fought? Nobody, because none of you guys talked about him before and even after a New Way beat him for the undisputed. Marlon Tavalis, are you? No.
Tavalis
is an underrated fighter, man. He beat MJ Magadaliev, was also another good fighter. Marlon, okay. Marlon Tavalis, really? No. He'll be forgotten. Well, he's already forgotten about because no one's talking about him.
All right. Well,
who's forgotten in Terence Crawford's resume? No one talks about Thomas Delorme. No one talks about Ricky Burns. Canelo was like who? To Ricky Burns. Thomas Delorme, Henry Lundy. Felix Diaz didn't do nothing in his career. Jeff Horn, no one talks about him. No one talks about come on. David Avanesian.
In a few years
from now, no one's gonna remember Matrimov. They're just gonna Crawford won a title at 154. They're not gonna remember Matrimov like that. A fight that Terence Crawford barely won as well too. So like these were the titles, especially for Matrimov, because Crawford won the title from Matrimov. Who's gonna remember Matrimov? What?
You're telling me
Matrimov's gonna go on and win another title or something? Come on. I don't think so. The only two fighters on a New Way's resume that you guys talk about is Stephen Fulton and Nonito Donaire. That's it. The New Way has 35.
All right. Well,
was it Terence Crawford? Who can you say that Terence Crawford beat? That were truly at their best when Terence Crawford beat them?
Maybe
Sean Porter, but again, Sean Porter, his dad already said that he was going to pull Sean Porter out of the fight during training camp. So Sean Porter went in there to quit already. Sean Porter retired before the fight even started.
So really,
is it what Matrimov? Is Matrimov the only guy Crawford beat at their best? Probably. And out of those 30 fights, only 2 fights that you guys love to talk about. And that is his fight with Nonito Donaire and Stephen Fulton. That's because Nonito Donaire is a name and Stephen Fulton was a celebrated fighter. But y'all want to say Bud Crawford had a weak resume before he fought Canelo? You see, Canelo, when he beat Canelo, that should have ended all of this nonsense resume talk.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Again, I already told Canelo, bro.
Now we gotta go
into what has Canelo done, because Canelo, especially at 168,
looked
terrible in
all of these fights.
Alright,
Freaking took a
dive,
set out the ropes. Boom. Billy Joe Saunders
said before the fight that he was gonna quit. All right.
Lost.
Got exposed. Looked terrible against Golovkin in the third fight. And then what? This is cherry picks.
Duck Benavidez
for like 3 years or something. Didn't fight any of the new guys like and the actual good new guys like Billy Iglesias. Instead fought Edgar Belonga.
Why should
I? And
Canelo was
coming off one of his worst performances, one of the worst fights you will ever see in your whole life against William Skull.
So how
was Canelo coming in
to
a Crawford fight at his best? He just wasn't. He wasn't.
Crawford
probably fought the worst version of Canelo.
And
to be fair on Crawford, anyone else who fights Canelo will also be fighting the worst version of Canelo. Because Canelo is old, he's not gonna get any good, he's not gonna get any better or anything.
I would say
Canelo got
after the
second Golovkin fight.
I don't know, like Golovkin just took
a lot away from Canelo, and from here on out, from Rocky Fielding and up, there was just a slow decline of Canelo.
All right. So
the fact that you're calling Canelo the be all, the end all of everything,
kind of ridiculous.
In my opinion, man.
My recording's
almost 30 minutes. I don't want to watch this video
for a long time.
So I'm just
and then right there,
I said everything I need to say.